All right. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Mary, and I'm here with my colleague David to present this webinar to you today. But before we get started, let's just briefly go over some housekeeping rules. So the webinar is going to take approximately 30 minutes, give or take. You can ask questions in the chat box, and they will be answered during the Q&A session at the end. The webinar will be recorded and shared with all the participants, so if you have some friends or colleagues who couldn't make it today, no worries, it will be recorded and available on YouTube. The last thing is to have your phones ready for a quiz. There's also an option to participate in the quiz through your web browser, and by participating, you'll be entered into the chance to win a $100 trip voucher towards a trip of your choice. The very last thing is that you can send us any feedback or questions on this webinar to partners@daytrip.com. So without further ado, let's get started. So the topic of today's webinar is going to be the top 3 must-see cultural festivals in Latin America and Southeast Asia. It will be presented by myself, Mary, and my colleague, David. So just to give you a brief overview of what you can expect today, first, we'll tell you a little bit about us. We'll tell you a bit about our platform and the key benefits of using us, as well as provide a booking demo. Then we'll delve into some cultural events going on in Latin America and Southeast Asia. And then lastly, we will talk about the commercial conditions, discuss Q&As, and then have the quiz. So we're going to kick it off today with David talking about our platform. So David, I will give it right to you.
Thank you very much, Mary, for the lovely introduction. As you already mentioned, I will be talking a little bit about Daytrip, so who we are and what do we do. So let us get started. So what do we do and who we are? We are an online booking platform for door-to-door private car transfers. We offer both you and your customers unique and customized itineraries for your clients. We work closely with more than 10,000 own vetted English-speaking drivers. And what we offer for both you and your clients is 24/7 customer support on this designated email and phone number. What do we want to do? We want to turn a simple transfer into an experience. Our trips are flexible and fully customizable. What does it mean flexible? It means that up to 24 hours before the actual trip, you can change or cancel the trip free of charge. The fully customizable part I will be explaining a little bit later in the next slides. We have searched and added more than 15,000 cities and sites around the world, and we have a really strict driver hiring and training process that ensures your customers stay safe and happy with us. So when I mentioned the trips are fully customizable, here is one trip from point A in Naples to point B in Positano. Our algorithm offers you the most interesting stops along the way. In this case, let's say we will stop in Pompeii, and we will select that we will stay 2 hours, so 120-minute stop, and we will add another place, and that's Cantina del Vesuvio, where your clients will stay for 1 hour. You can select this easily customized trip according to our client's needs, and then just once done, you can just book it and get it ready for your clients. What kind of transportation types do we offer? Here you can see 4 different transportation types. So we offer sedan, MPV or SUV, van, and luxury sedan. Below here, we provide you with information what is the best number of passengers for each of the category. But of course, if you need more space for your clients, you can put 2, 3 passengers in MPV. So it's really up to you to decide. We offer also for all of these categories friendly English-speaking drivers. We offer 24/7 assistance for both of you and your client. All the cars and vehicles are air-conditioned, and all the passengers will get complimentary water during the trip. I mentioned before a driver vetting process. So what do we do here? We handpick every driver. So we conduct one-on-one interview with them. So our country manager does a one-on-one interview with the drivers. Then we do driver background and car safety check. After that, drivers need to go through Daytrip customer service training, and after these 3 steps are done, then we move on for the approval. Where we are, we operate in more than 130 countries worldwide. You can see here the list of countries we operate in, and you can see here graphically presented on the map. We decided to focus a little bit more on, let's say, warmer destinations. So we will cover Southeast Asia in this case and show you where we operate in this region. So as you can see here, we operate in countries like Cambodia, Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, Laos, Malaysia, and Thailand. And we have presented here the 3 most popular routes that we have in this place. The second region is Latin America. You can see here the list of the countries we operate in, and we have selected the 3 most popular routes here. One of them, for example, being Playa del Carmen to Cancun Airport. Mentioning this, I would like to ask my colleague Mary to show us how it is to actually book a trip in this region. So Mary, please bring us to a little bit warmer parts of the world.
All right, thanks so much, David. So I'm going to provide you with a demonstration on how to book a trip in Mexico. First things first, make sure that you're logged in to your travel agent account. You'll know that you're logged in if you look at the upper right-hand corner and see account rather than my trips. So the trip we're going to book is going to be from Cancun Airport to Merida. So we will start by entering Cancun Airport in the From field. And select that, and then to Merida. In this next section, you can select the departure date and time. So let's say your clients want to travel on November 20th, and our partner drivers can pick your clients up 24 hours a day, so anytime. But for flight arrivals, we typically recommend a departure time of 30 to 45 minutes after the flight lands, just so that they have enough time to deplane and get through customs and collect luggage and all of that. So let's say their flight lands at Cancun Airport at 7 a.m. We'll put a departure time of 7:30. In this next part, you can customize the amount of passengers that will be on the trip, including children up to the age of 12. The reason why we ask for this is because for children up to the age of 12, our partner drivers will provide a car seat free of charge. In the next part, you can also indicate if your clients will have extra sets of bags, but each passenger is allowed 1 checked bag and 1 carry-on bag. So for the sake of this example, let's put 3 adults. And once we're done with that, we'll click on Find Ride. So for those of you who have booked with us before, you may notice that the booking page looks a little bit different. So in the left side, we have a brief overview of the trip, including the departure time, estimated time of arrival, passengers, and luggage amount. Here you can select the vehicle category. Since it is 3 passengers, it's automatically selected a sedan. However, if your clients will have extra luggage or if you would like more space for them, you can select a larger vehicle category, no problem. On the right side here, we have the sightseeing stops along the way. So as you can see on this route, we have several. And the time that is automatically populated there is just the recommended amount of time, but you can increase or decrease it by using these arrows. So let's say your clients would like to spend 3 hours in Chichen Itza. You would simply press the plus sign until it reaches 180 minutes and then click on Add. You can also get an idea of when they will arrive there and when they will depart from there. If you'd like some travel inspiration, you can also generate a stop list without the prices to share with your clients so they can pick out the one that they like the most, or you can simply add the most popular stops to your itinerary. Also important to note is that at the top of the page, you have a progress bar so you can see where you are in the booking process. You have the language of the website that you can change and also the currency. So since this is a trip in Mexico, it will be charged in US dollars, but you can also select euros or any of these other currencies so you can get an idea of what it will be charged in your local currency. So once all of that is done, you'll click on Book Your Trip. And then you'll be taken to the Details and Payment page. So here you can enter your client's contact information, including first name, last name, phone number, and email address. You can also add another passenger's information. Be sure to check off that the lead passenger is over 18 years old if they are, and then also you can add any special requirements that the clients may have, such as excess luggage or if they will bring a pet with them. Here you can add the pickup and drop-off addresses. So you can add these during the booking process, or they can be added or changed up to 24 hours before departure. And since the pickup is at an airport, we will enter that, and then you'll be prompted to enter the flight number. But if you don't know it yet, no worries. That is also something that you can add up to 24 hours before departure. When you scroll down further, there's one last option to upgrade your ride, and then you can select the payment method. So the available payment methods we have are Apple Pay, credit or debit card, or cash. And then here on the right side, you can get an idea of the itinerary, including the departure time, amount of passengers, luggage, and the vehicle category, as well as the total price. So that is it for the booking demo. Let's go back to the presentation. And now I am going to present to you the top 3 cultural events going on in Latin America and Southeast Asia this winter season. So it is our hope that this serves as some travel inspiration so that your clients can not only travel to beautiful places, but also fully immerse themselves in the local culture. Going to these events and others like it is a really great way to get to know the country, its people, and traditions. So that is why we picked this topic today. So let's get started by talking about the first cultural event, which is going to be Penang Chinese New Year in Penang, Malaysia. So as I said, this event will take place in Penang, Malaysia, and it will be 2 weeks of events and fireworks from January 29th to February 17th. There will be a full atmosphere of activities, including an open house for a truly authentic local experience and a free traditional meal. There will be a light show at the Kekloksi Temple, which is a sightseeing stop on several of our routes. This will feature more than 2,000 lights and 10,000 varied lanterns shading the old monastery, which will turn it into a dreamland of lights. It will be very beautiful. There will be lion and dragon dances on the Chinatown streets and also plenty of shopping options. So the closest airport hubs are Penang International Airport and Kuala Lumpur International Airport. So getting to Penang. One way to get to Penang is with Daytrip from one of the major airport hubs in Kuala Lumpur. And on this route, we have several interesting sightseeing stops along the way. If you want some more travel inspiration, you can also check out our blog. The next event that we're going to cover today is the Feria de Cali in Cali, Colombia. So what is the Cali Fair? It takes place from December 25th to December 30th in Cali, Colombia. And really any time of year is a great time to visit the unofficial salsa capital of the world. But in case your clients are looking for a warm weather Christmas escape to a culturally rich location, they can experience a traditional and lively celebration in Cali that honors the region's cultural identity. So there you can expect salsa festivals, beauty pageants, fashion shows, and concerts, as well as the chance to pick up local handicrafts. The closest airport hub to this event is the Cali Airport. So getting to Cali, there are numerous flights from Medellin, Bogota, and Cartagena, and also Daytrip offers a route from Medellin to Cali with various sightseeing stops along the way. You can also get more travel inspiration by checking out our blog posts that are linked in this slide. The third cultural event that we're going to talk about today is the Festival of the Candelaria in Puno, Peru. So what is the Festival of the Candelaria? It takes place in Puno, Peru on February 2nd, 2025. However, the celebrations last for 2 weeks, and you'll find plenty of dancing, music, and flower carpets. The closest airport hub to this is the Juliaca Airport. So the best way to get to Puno is by flying there from Lima, and there are plenty of places to visit around the region in case your clients will be there for several days. Daytrip can get your clients to Lake Titicaca, La Paz, Cusco, and Moquegua as either a one-way or a round trip. So although we said that we have 3 events for you, we also have a 4th bonus one, which is the Festival de la Luz in San Jose, Costa Rica. So the festival will take place on December 14th in downtown San Jose and is one of the most highly anticipated events in the country. There will be a lot going on, including a parade of floats, masquerades, live music, fireworks, a street theater, and plenty of bands. The nearest airport hub is San Jose International Airport. So getting to San Jose is a breeze with Daytrip, as we offer airport transfers in addition to our longer haul transfers. And we also offer various routes from San Jose to various cities in Costa Rica, including Jaco, Quepos, Playa Hermosa, and plenty more. So although we've only highlighted 4 events today, there is plenty more going on. So we made this list of honorable mentions, including the Pink She Lantern Festival in Taiwan, the Singapore Open Tennis Match in Singapore, the Mexico Ypres in Mexico City, and the Festival de Negros y Blancos in Pasto, Colombia. So thank you so much for your attention. We hope that this has served as some useful inspiration for you. And now I'll give it back to my colleague David to talk about commercial conditions.
Thank you very much, Mary. You really guide us through all wonderful destinations here. So I will have the opportunity to talk a little bit more about commercial conditions and a big announcement that we want to say. So the special announcement that we have here is that from now on, we will provide a possibility to have a 5% commission for the individual travel agents that book via Daytrip. How does it work? So here we show you how to actually register. This is for those that do not use Daytrip at the moment, but would like to become a partner of ours. So you can easily just navigate through our travel agent portal. You can click on register as a travel agent, fill out all the required fields, and on the step 4, you will be able to select commission of 5% as your earning method. Commission is paid each month, depending on the trip actual departure time, and the commission is paid via a PayPal, Venmo, or bank transfer. The commission option is currently available only for the travel agents in the USA and Canada. If you already work with Daytrip, but you're on a discount and you would like to switch, don't worry, we will also provide this option for you. So what you need to do is, you need first to log in into your account, then you need to click on My Profile, and then within the travel agent portal, you will have option to switch to commission. And that's it. After that, you will be switched to commission, and every future trip that you book will be with 5% commission. So here you can see here the commercial conditions that we have. There are 2 pillars for individual travel agents. This means that these are individual travel agents or those agents that belong under the host agency that do not have contractual agreement with Daytrip. So for them, we offer either a 5% discount or newly introduced 5% commission. For those that are within a host agency, we provide a little bit more lucrative commission. So if your host agency is not working with Daytrip, you have always possibility to refer your host agency to us. And now we will go through a Q&A. We have here created 6 most asked questions coming from your end. I will be reading them and my colleague Mary will be providing us with the answer. After we go through these 6 questions, then we will have a look at the chat and see if there are any more questions coming from your end. So let us start. Mary, the first question is, how can I create and download itineraries for my clients?
Sure. So this is a fairly simple process. All you need to do is log into your profile and go to My Trips, and then you'll have 3 options to download itineraries.
Great, thank you. The next question is, are entrance or event tickets included in the price of the trip?
So any entrance or event tickets are not included in the price for the sightseeing stops. The sightseeing stop price includes the distance and mileage and waiting time for the driver only, so we highly recommend looking into these things ahead of time so that your clients can get the most out of their travel experience.
Thank you. I think that's really important information to have. The third one is something that we quite get often. So it says, how can I book a round trip?
Sure. So you can use our custom route form on our homepage to book a same-day round trip as long as it will last less than 12 hours. You can simply enter the origin and destination as the same city and the stop and the amount of time. This custom route form is available on our homepage when you click on Return. For a round trip over different days, 2 one-way trips will have to be booked.
Thank you for detailed explanation here. The next question is, what if I cannot find a desired stop or route?
Sure thing. So if you can't find your desired stop along a route or a route in general, you can use our custom route form that I just mentioned to request it, and you'll either be redirected to existing routes on our website, or our support team will get back to you within 24 hours with a customized quote.
Thank you very much for that. The next question is, do all bookings require full payment at the time of booking?
Not necessarily. So you can either pay with a credit card at the time of booking or select the cash option for your clients to pay cash the day of the trip. You can also select the cash option when checking out, but pay later through your profile up to 24 hours before the trip as a way to sort of book now, but pay later.
And the last question is, I think that is also a really important one. How can I make commission from Daytrip bookings?
So as an individual travel agent, it's possible to get a discount or commission on all booked trips. The switch to commission has recently become available, and you can switch by logging into your profile and clicking Switch to Commission button. If you're not registered with us yet, when you go through the registration process, there will be an option to select how you earn with us, and you can select commission.
Okay, thank you very much. And I will have a look here on the chat if we have some questions here. I see Jenny asking that, she says, I realized I cannot book a return trip only one way at a time. Also for flight's arrival, does the driver wait if flight delay, etc., etc.?
Yeah, sure thing. So regarding the round trip, a same-day round trip can be requested through the custom route form on our homepage as long as the trip will last less than 12 hours, including the sightseeing stop time. And regarding the flights, an hour of complimentary waiting time is included for all airport pickups. But in case of a delay, we ask that you contact our support as soon as you become aware of it.
Very well. The next question is, I'd love to travel to Colombia this December. I've heard Christmas is an amazing time to visit. Is it safe to travel there independently?
So as far as traveling to Colombia, it certainly is a beautiful destination, and there is plenty to do and see. Regarding specific things around safety, visa requirements, or advisory, we recommend that you check with some government website from your home country just to see if there are any advisories in place.
I see here a question from Tisbeth. She's asking pretty much the same regarding Mexico. I think the Mexico is also really safe for traveling there. The next question is, can the option for the net discount versus commission be changed for each booking, or does it have to remain at the choice for all future bookings? So if you choose to switch from discount to commission, so every future booking after the switch will be with the new option. Of course, you can switch back But I believe now that we have a commission options, the question is, why would you do so? I think these are all the questions that we have here. We can always come back here a bit later, and we can actually reply them directly to you after we finish with the webinar. So I presume we can move on and go to the quiz.
Okay, everybody. So now the moment we have all been waiting for. Give me one moment while I just set up the quiz. Okay, so as I said, if you join our quiz and participate, you have the chance to win a $100 voucher towards your next trip with Daytrip. So the instructions to do so are you can either scan the QR code with your phone or you can go to slido.com and enter the code pictured there. I'll just give everybody a minute to do so and then we will start the quiz. One important thing to note is that we ask that you join the quiz by entering your full name. And also another important thing to note is that the quiz questions will be displayed for about 20 seconds. Okay, as I see there are still people joining, we will just give it a few more moments before we get started. Okay, so hopefully everybody who wants to participate is here. I'm now going to get started with the quiz. So the first question is, how many countries does Daytrip operate in? We have 110, 130, or 120 as the answers. Okay, so good job to everybody who selected 130 countries. That is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. Where will the Festival de la Luz take place? We have San Juan, Mexico City, or San Jose as the choices. All right, time's up. Congratulations to everybody who answered San Jose. That is the correct answer. And now we'll move on to the last question. What is our cancellation policy? All right, time's up. And everybody got this one correct. So our cancellation policy is free cancellation up to 24 hours before departure. So that is the end of the quiz. And the winner of the $100 voucher is Pat Best. So congratulations, Pat. We'll be contacting you with more information as to how you can redeem this voucher with us. Now let's go back to the presentation. And from David and I, we just want to say thank you very much for tuning in today. We hope you learned a bit about our service and offerings, as well as gained some travel inspiration for this winter. As always, you can contact us 24/7 at daytrip@daytrip.com. And if you're not registered with us as a travel agent yet, you can do so by following that link. We do also have a social media presence across multiple platforms, as well as bi-weekly newsletters. So feel free to give us a follow and tune into that so that you can keep up with what we're doing. So thank you once again, everybody, and we hope you have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.